Ice dance basics for all skaters, so single skaters, jumpers, synchronized skaters out there. Before you turn off, you need to hear how this can benefit you. Now, some of you might know because you've seen them, ice dancers tend to focus more on their posture, their leg lines, and their knee bend, and their edge control. And now this is going to help every single skater, because good skating is good skating. It doesn't have a discipline. If you've got time to focus on this stuff, it's going to bring up your second mark in competition, your component score, in particular your skating skills. So if you apply some of these methods to your skating, it can really have an impact on your second score, which, remember, is half your mark. Okay, the first thing we're going to look at is your posture. Now here's what I like to do to get my skaters to stand up. We take a look at your feet with your feet together, and we're going to try and hide your feet by pushing your hips forward. So once you can't see your feet, your hips are now completely in line with your feet. And then we're going to lift your chin and then open up your shoulders, so you can have your arms up, or just purposely roll them round and stop when they're at the back. There with your chin up. This is the whole spine now, from top to bottom, in line with your hips, which we did earlier was in line with your feet. So there is our good dancer posture. Very slight arch to the back. Now, common mistakes, what some people do is they forget this top half of their spine, from their shoulder blades up to their neck. So they stand up with an arch and then they lean forward like this. So we must try and include that as part of your posture. And then just to test that posture, we try and hold that position and bending the knees. Try not to lose that straight back on a wall. I'm trying to keep the back of my head, my shoulder blades and my hips against the wall as I do that knee bend. With the posture into your bending, for a forward stroking here, posture's good, chin's up, everything's in line, bending, and one foot and the other foot. You feel like this doesn't move. Some dance positions that we might hit for you dancers, and in all free skating positions, they are the 5 positions, but there are a few more if you're a dancer as well. They're the forward extension push, from here, forward inside edge, here, the prep to push, here, still with good posture, the crossover position, forwards, and the backwards crossover prep, here. Okay, so what we're going to do is a repetition. Now you should do about 10 on each leg, and what you need to focus on is how does this feel in my leg, the muscles that I'm using to hold this position, so I don't have to look at it, because it's quite often when people are skating, it's the leg out the back they're not watching, it becomes the ugly leg, it becomes the bent leg. Okay, so to focus on full extension, toes pointed and hip rotated out, okay? So not down at the floor, but out to the side. So the top of my foot is facing the wall from there. Okay, now from a relaxed bent knee, like a slight tuck position, we push through all those muscles, toes pointed, hips rotated out from the ball joint here, and looking forward here. Stretch, tuck in, relax, stretch, tuck in, relax, stretch. Now really thinking about what muscles are engaged to help me keep that position so I don't have to look at it. Here, and stretch. Without the wall, challenge your balance. Same for the inside edge. Stretch. Slight knee bend as you do these. Just helps to soften it. If you can do it without the wall, test your balance. And keep that posture good. Stretch. Toes pointed, hip turned out. Now just be careful with the hip turned out. If you're turning it open, that you don't twist too much. And if you're closing it, you don't drop too much. So that should be nice and level. Alright, so we go for the crossover position. From here, tucked, push away. Tuck, push away. Posture's good with each stretch. Focus on the muscles, the feeling in the leg. Tuck, stretch, tuck, stretch. Okay? For this one, we're actually going to do the cross. Stretch, cross, stretch, cross, stretch, cross, stretch, cross. Again, focused on what that feels like as well. And the last one, pre-bend to push. Pre-bend to push. It's just challenging that core to stay up. Good posture. Changing feet. Okay, so if you do a few on each leg, try and get the feeling in the leg. What does it feel like? Which muscles are engaged? You can do it without looking and you'll know what it feels like. So when you can't see your leg, you know that it's extended and it's in a really good position. Okay, knee bend and pushing off the ice. Now, I like to explain this as a push upstairs. Your knee should always be rising when you push. So on the ice, we would have taken our push onto a bent knee and rise up slowly to bring our feet together. And then what I call a pre-bend or a re-bend for the next push. Bent knee starts, rise up. Now obviously you can't take a stroke on the carpet, so what we actually do off the ice is the same way to feel it is to actually step forward and then hit that extension position that we did earlier. Okay, so we're going to start on 2 feet. This foot's just a bit higher than the other and it's flexed, it's not pointed. Alright, this is when you come on and say hi to your friends. This is when we're getting ready to push. Flexed foot, pre-bend, so I'm loading this pushing foot without putting weight on the new foot, and then I'll take a step forward so I can stretch that back leg, full extension, open hip, pointed toes at the back. Pre-bend, flex foot, and push with a step, hold the extension and rise up. Okay, I'll do a few across so you can see it from side on. Push, pre-bend, flex foot, step out to extension, pre-bend, flex foot, push out to extension, pre-bend to extend, there. Okay, now you can do the same with crossovers. So I get the pre-bend, flex foot, push out with a step to extension, then crossover, pre-bending this foot to do like under push away into full extension. Pre-bending, push, do the same with crossovers. Pre-bend, push extension, pre-bend, and under push, full extension like we did earlier. Pre-bend, push, pre-bend, push, under push, full extension. Hold each position. I know what they feel like because of what we did earlier. Holding each one, I know my legs are engaged and it's fully extended. Okay, next we're going to talk about swings, as in a dynamic stretch of this free leg, the extension from back to front. In dance, you should be able to do this swing without bending your knee all the way through. On an outside edge. On an inside edge, you'll have 2 positions you hit, with our 3rd position in the middle being our pre-bend position. Okay, now I'll talk you through them. So an outside swing, and this is the same kind of entry you might do for a swing chop tour or swing mohawk. Still use a swing rocker or swing counter. Yeah, you could still come across this in your single skating and in your synchronized skating as well. So outside swing, we'll hit first position, knee bend, full extension, toes pointed, hips turned out, just like earlier. Come up through the knee, we turn the foot slightly, so you can hit the 2nd extension. Pre-bend, push again, extend fully, turn foot slightly, and swing through here to hit all those nice lines. Inside swing, push, first position, bring it in, 2nd position, still got good posture here, and then through for the final position. Pre-bend, push, full extension, Second position in the middle, still got good posture, and through for the end. Okay, now change of edge is another one you might want to play around with. We're going to do this on the spot. Full extension. Swing through, change edge. Now I like to tuck the leg behind for the inside edge. It's optional. You can swing through and just go to the side. Still a good challenge for you to keep your posture. Okay, don't forget the other leg. Swing through, change edge. Inside to outside, same thing. Swing through, change edge. Backwards, swing through, change edge. Okay, timing is another thing that's important to dancers. I was thinking about how you could do this at home, so I've got a fun little exercise for you. And for those of you that already ice dance, I know you know you've got to stay in time with the music. So important for all your choreography. It's a simple little exercise I use with my very beginner skaters for teaching them timing. So we're going to do a 4-beat push on each side, then we're going to do the 2-beat push, then we're going to go to 1, changing feet, and then we're going to do the chasse push, so it will be cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-chasse, cha-cha-chasse. Okay, so it's a bit faster as we go along. Now, I personally like to teach my skaters to push on beat 1, so push on the beat rather than stepping on the beat. Now a lot of skaters, they step on the beat. By the time they've charged their push and pushed away, it makes them a little bit late, out of time. Okay, so I want you to think about the extension foot being 1, 1, 1. That's when the weight hits my skating foot. It's when my extension leaves the ice, and it is more in time with the music visually, especially from a distance, than if I step. And 1, and 1. It takes a split second to prep the push and do the push. It looks more in time if you think about pushing on the beat. Okay, point made. Let's have some fun. I'm going to play a little song and we'll have a go with this one. So we're going to start with 4-beat pushes. 5, 6, 7, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The first man's name was Kiki. He wore such little pants.
3, 4.
His brother was the champion, but Kiki
1,
loved
2,
to dance.
3, 4. Now, 2-beat pushes. Goes 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2,
The second man was
1,
Chuchu,
2,
a
1,
master of
2.
romance.
Now the ones. This is more like a jog. You don't have much time for extension here. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now the chassis. Quick, quick, quick.
One day it happened. They went
Chasse,
off to the
chasse,
world. They went off
chasse,
to a
chasse,
journey, idolized by
chasse,
boys and
chasse.
girls.
Getting the samba on now. Okay, back crosses for this one.
But no matter
Push,
where they went,
cross, slow
they never
crosses,
stopped the dance.
and quick. All on that beat. You've got a good song with a definite beat. Chasse.
One day they faced each other. It was just happenstance that these two men would meet that day and do that fateful dance. Wow, you can really dance. Wow, you can really dance. He went,